Tyler Inamoto is one of those guys, as a coach, you just love to have. He's just one of those kids that just does everything right.
If you asked any one of our players that are on our roster, they would definitely say he leads by example.
He loves to eat pucks, and those pucks definitely hurt a lot.
It's definitely a mindset to endure that pain for however many seconds it may last, or the rest of the game, or a couple days, but I'm willing to do it for my teammates. They respect it, and that's all I ask.
Tyler's parents, Barry and Loretta, are probably the biggest fans. They've probably seen more Badger hockey games than anyone in the past 4 years.
I love his dad, Barry. You know, he's kind of like Tyler. Just like the way they do things are kind of similar.
We wouldn't miss any of his games in the world. Driving 5.5 hours to Shattuck, or taking vacation time and going to Bratislava when he was at the U18 World Championships.
It's important to me. I think it's equally important to him. Truly, he is my heart and soul, and I'm so proud of how far he has come, and I will always be here to support him.
I think family is really important to Tyler. I know that his grandparents meant a lot to him. For Christmas holidays and summer holidays, we always took a trip back and took the kids so they could spend some time with their grandparents.
Tyler and his grandfather were very, very close.
We'd watch Japanese movies, we'd watch documentaries on World War II and Japanese history, so I think my dad and my grandpa did a really good job at making sure that I knew where I came from. At the outbreak of World War II, my grandpa and his family got moved into an internment camp in British Columbia. They were there for the duration of the war. That gave me a different kind of respect for him.
I think his courage of what he went through when he was a young man in internment camps, I think his ability to absolutely survive that and come out to be a very successful and a very compassionate human being really resounded with Tyler. And I see it in Tyler.
I know that he really picked up on baseball there.
They played a little hockey. That was one of the big pastimes there.
Tyler's grandfather would be at the rink whenever he was able to. As the years went on and he did start to fail in health, he still came to the rink, and he would sit by the boards in his wheelchair and he would watch Tyler. He didn't focus in on the technical pieces of the hockey with Tyler. He really focused in on that quality as a human being. So it's work hard. You can get better every day. Always be thinking about your teammates.
I remember the exact moment that my dad gave me the news when he passed away, and I remember where I was, how the smell of the room was. I kind of beat myself up a lot about not getting a chance to say goodbye to him, and that was definitely a hard thing for me. I wish I could have spent more time with him and he had more opportunities to watch me play. I love him. I miss him. It's not the same without him.
The Japanese code of Bushido, you know, it's the way of the warrior.
It dates back to the 17th century. The Japanese code of Bushido is 7 virtues. It's courage, honor, loyalty, integrity, respect, mercy, honesty. I mostly learned it from, watching samurai movies with my grandpa. I wanted to do something to honor him, so I really planned out a tattoo.
Tyler really was looking for something, perhaps, to really rally himself around. That code really became something important to him.
I came on settling with 3 of the virtues of Bushido, and it was courage, honor, and loyalty, and I thought that really exemplified how my grandpa lived his life and, how I want to incorporate it into playing hockey and living my own life.
I would say Tyler Inamoto's game is wear your heart on your sleeve, fear nothing, play the game the way hockey is supposed to be played.
Every kid wants to put up big numbers and score points, and he's not worried about that. He's worried about making the first pass. He's worried about defending first and really being a great teammate, and that's what his game's defined by.
He blocks as many shots as our goalie some nights. He's just one of those guys that wants to be known for being brave.
Obviously, he could have been gone playing pro hockey somewhere. So you see the loyalty that he has to this university, this hockey program, his teammates.
He tries to honor his parents. He tries to honor his teammates and his coaches by leaving everything on the ice. He's one of the leaders on the team when it comes to charity and giving back to the community.
If I'm a little kid, I look up to him and say, man, that Tyler Inamoto, I want to be like him someday.